Hey, hey, how's it going, everybody? First time doing a live in maybe probably years. Trying to bring back my social media marketing live stream across LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Just keep you guys updated on developments in the social media marketing and advertising industry. So, got a few things today that I want to bring up. Uh, some interesting stuff going on right now, especially if you're on Twitter. You'll be hearing a lot of news about Twitter. Definitely a serious security flaw going on right now between many of a lot of different industries are actually chiming in right now. It's not just social media people, is it cybersecurity industry is chiming in. So that's real interesting. We'll hop right into that as the first story after this Twitter security fiasco. We'll get into a couple new things I've noticed on Instagram related to subscriptions, Instagram subscriptions for creators and influencers and athletes and whatnot, and also Instagram Reels. Some developments on Instagram Reels bonuses. So without further ado, let's just get into this story with Twitter. I'll go ahead and share my screen here, guys, about this CNN article that came out, and you'll be able to just read along with me. Just stand by here for one moment. Here we are. Hopefully, you guys can see that now. Okay, so X Twitter executive blows whistle alleging reckless and negligent cybersecurity policies. So this was viral all over LinkedIn today. Apparently, without getting into every detail and just reading the article verbatim for you guys, the former head of security at Twitter is now a whistleblower about Twitter's lack of cybersecurity practices and private and protection of privacy of users and things of that nature. I believe his name is Peter Zatko here. What is interesting about this is if you think about kind of what's been going on in the news recently, with Elon Musk trying to potentially purchase Twitter. There's been a lot of arguments back and forth about bots, right? Elon Musk is claiming he doesn't want to purchase the company until they really figure out this bot situation and are more transparent with how many bots there are on the platform. He really wants to understand what he's going to get before he purchases it. A lot of drama there. But what's really interesting here, though, is as it pertains to cybersecurity, if you look into some of the details of this CNN article, please go ahead and look it up yourself. You're going to find some really interesting details. But one of the details I actually want to pull out is not what was in that article, is actually a tweet from Carissa Bell, which has details of what the complaint alleges about Twitter's security posture or lack thereof. So let me go ahead and show you that real quick. Give me 1 second here to pull that up. Sorry about the delay. I'm just getting back into the groove of things here. Okay. So if you were to read this, I'll go ahead and click it open for you. Twitter employees were repeatedly found to be intentionally installing spyware on their work computers at the request of external organizations. No further details on what those external organizations are. Twitter learned of this several times only by accident or because of employee self-reporting. In other words, in addition to a large portion of the employee computers having software updates disabled, system firewalls turned off, and remote desktop enabled for non-approved purposes, it was repeatedly demonstrated that until Twitter leadership would stumble across endpoint employee computer problems, external people or organizations had more awareness of activity on some Twitter employee computers than Twitter had itself. Okay, this is really, really, really concerning. No matter kind of how you come into this, cybersecurity is obviously a humongous focus now. And when it comes to privacy on Twitter, this is a really big deal because whether it's, data privacy, whether it's personal privacy, privacy of influencers, celebrities, organizations, or if you think about nation states like Russia and China and other types of, advanced persistent threat groups out there who might want to leverage Twitter for their own influence operations and things like that. This is really concerning if Twitter employees are intentionally putting software on Twitter computers and systems. In a sense, it sounds like to spy or allow external organizations to spy on behavior or exfiltrate data from Twitter. I don't really understand exactly what is happening here. This is sort of a breaking news argument here, about what's going on. So this is really, really concerning. Right now, I'm actually doing marketing for a cybersecurity company. So this is sort of top of mind for me to think about one of the largest social media companies in the world could potentially have insider threats that have intentionally planted software to allow external parties and organizations to leverage first party, third party data of Twitter users. This could be incredibly damning. And depending on the scale of this could be really damaging to a lot of people, a lot of organizations, and allow, like I said, these nation states to really potentially leverage them, or allow other commercial organizations to leverage this data. Really, really scary. So I'm curious what you guys think about this. If you've seen this story, this is got to be probably one of the scariest, biggest security stories in social media history. We'll see how this develops. But again, just to kind of recap here, this is the ex-head of security for Twitter becoming a whistleblower against Twitter, seemingly in a way, incidentally, potentially to back up Elon Musk's claim about bots and just overall privacy and security at Twitter. So that's really scary to see. Also, my background is in the military. While in the Air Force, I did intelligence. So when I think about things like this, I actually think about it from not just my own personal data and what companies and organizations could be doing to, compromising my privacy, your privacy. I think about it from an adversarial perspective. What our adversaries could be doing if in fact this is true, that employees were intentionally planting software that allowed external parties to have, access to God knows what kind of data within Twitter. So I think about it from a military intelligence perspective as well, of, what a compromise like this could mean. So in addition to this, let's hop into another story here. Instagram subscriptions. So let me share you guys something that I came across. You may have seen this in your own Instagram. Look in your Instagram notifications tab. I'm curious if you guys have seen some of the things I have seen, and with regard to the new subscription creator type of benefit that exists now on Instagram. Let me just pull up a screenshot so you can see exactly what I saw. So stand by. There you are. Let me go ahead and turn this off here. Okay. Subscribe to Claudia Gadelha to access exclusive content. This is literally a screenshot of what was in my feed. And I saw, whoa, that's interesting. So I went ahead and clicked it. And now I want to show you guys what I saw when I clicked it. And basically, it's just details of what that will look like. What is actually the creator subscription model here. So you can see the screenshot here. Claudia Gadelha, she actually is a former UFC fighter. I think she's retired now. So it looks like she is part of this beta. I don't know how far deployed, how far reaching this this subscription feature is. But if you look here, it looks like she's going to charge $9.99 a month, which is really interesting. This makes me think of things like Cameo and OnlyFans. And, this has become a really interesting model where you can get exclusive content. And you can see that here on the second bullet exclusive content is one of the things you can potentially, I guess, get access to. It says enjoy Claudia Gadelia's story posts, reels, and live videos that are only visible to subscribers. I find that to be really, really cool. There's a lot of different ways you could leverage that tool on Instagram. You have a built-in audience. Why not leverage it there? Much harder to pull people into competitors like OnlyFans and Cameo. Why not just try to monetize your audience on platform and give them exclusive content? I guess subscriber badge is another thing, and subscriber group chat. So I think ultimately it sounds like similar features that are on Cameo and OnlyFans. Really interesting. I'd like to try that because I have several meme pages, popular meme pages that I run on Instagram with very large audiences. So I'd love to, be in this subscription beta test or whatever it is with Instagram. I don't know what stage it's at, to see if there's any way I can monetize my audience. Instagram has stated many, many times over the last couple of years, and increasingly so, they're trying to help creators develop ways to generate money from Instagram rather than pushing them to other platforms. So this is a feature I'd love to try. I'm curious. I'm curious if you have to apply to it, or if it's just offered to certain people at certain thresholds, or you have to have a verified badge, or what have you. So if you guys have any information on the subscription part of Instagram, please let me know. I'd love to learn more about that. I'll do some digging, but this is something that just newly popped in my feed, and I wanted to show you guys. Something else I wanted to show you beyond the Instagram subscriptions, which is going to potentially be a great thing for creators out there, though I'm a little skeptical before I move on to the next and last segment. I'm a little skeptical just because I don't know if the behavior is there on Instagram. If you think about Twitch and even YouTube in some sense, I know Facebook has been trying it. I don't really know how much behavior there is or interest there is for Instagram users to pay for exclusive content on platform. So I'd be really interested to see the data as this progresses, and because when people go to certain platforms, they have certain expectations and they go there for certain features and certain experiences. And I'm not really sure if that's what people are going to go to Instagram for, but only time will tell. But that's kind of my inclination. Is I'm a little skeptical about how many people might actually use that feature, but let's see what happens. I'd love to try it myself. The last thing I want to share with you guys, like I said, is Instagram Reels bonuses. So let me go ahead and show you guys this pop-up that I got. So like I said, I have one of these meme pages that's pretty popular. I wanted to show you how the Reels bonuses are. There's a new update to that. And let me open it for you. Apologize. Okay, so this is one of my pages called Laugh and Inspire. 126,000 followers. I saw this pop up. Start earning with bonuses. Get paid up to $8,500. And I thought to myself, well, that sounds pretty awesome. $8,500. So I clicked into it, and now let me show you guys what that looked like when I clicked into it. So $8,500. Create reels and earn bonuses based on the number of plays, up to 84 million. So here's the thing. I can earn up to $8,500 if I reach 84 million views with reels. So actually, I have been part of the reels bonuses. This is a way for Instagram to incentivize people to create and post reels, of course, as a means to compete with TikTok. And even YouTube's now doing that with YouTube Shorts. So this is part of their incentivization program to get creators to posting more reels. I've been in this for many, many months. But what's interesting here is the pricing. So as you can see here, again, you can earn up to $8,500. And by you, it's me for my page, if I achieve 84 million views with reels, and I can only post up to 150 reels. And this is in 1 month, by the way. So now I'll show you the last screenshot of this, which is where we can really get into the math. I think it's this one. Thanks for your patience. So as you can see here is actually a little kind of like line bar chart to show you your progress on achieving that bonus. This is what's really interesting though, is to be paid $8,500 for 84 million views. That actually comes out to 1/10 of 1 penny per view. So again, the Reels bonus right now is Instagram will pay you 1/10 of a penny for every view, because I did the math so you guys don't have to do it. Okay, sounds pretty terrible if you ask me. And actually, I have some context of why that to me is terrible. So the reason why I'm even bringing this up is because I've been on Reels, as I stated, for quite a few months, and my payout was significantly higher. So previously, my cost per view or payout per view was a half a cent per view. Now it's 1/10. It's literally a fifth. I'm earning 20% per view of what I was previously. That is a massive, massive, massive cut in the incentive to actually post Reels. So this is sort of jarring to me, because I could have sworn that Instagram is really trying to encourage people to use Reels. So I can only speculate as to why the Reels bonuses, at least for myself, I imagine this is widespread. I actually have a friend who is a UFC fighter, former UFC fighter, and he also is in the Reels bonus program, and he told me his was also slashed, his cost per view, payout per view. So I know it's not just me. There's at least one other person I know. So I don't know. Here's the thing. Maybe they're doing so well that they feel like they don't need to offer a higher payout per view, and that's why they're not doing it anymore. I'm not sure. Or maybe, I don't know, all of this financial pressure and issues going on with Meta, including Facebook and Instagram, lots of different issues, even in the tech sector. Maybe this is just one area that they're cutting budget for, and they don't want to pay out creators right now. They feel like they can't or shouldn't. So I'm not really sure if it's success that is driving Instagram to reduce the Reels bonus so significantly, or if it's, just the market and Meta deciding that they don't want to invest as much right now. They've invested enough and they just can't justify it. I'm not really sure. So that's kind of interesting to me. Why they did that kind of sucks. It kind of sucks for us creators. Nothing lasts forever, right? But when you get used to a payout and then they want you to keep, as a creator, they want you to continue with that same behavior, posting more reels, and then they reduce the incentive. It's like, well, why am I doing this? You got me into it by paying me, and then suddenly you're not paying me, or you're paying me so much less, literally 80% less, that it's like, well, why would I want to do this? So I think that's sort of problematic for Instagram to reduce the bonus so significantly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe there's a perspective here I'm not seeing, I'm not thinking about, but ultimately as a creator, it really hurts to see that. Lots of mixed messages in general. Instagram's always saying they're trying to develop tools and monetization practices to keep creators on the platform. They're sort of desperately trying to save creators on the platform, as a lot of them are jumping ship to, say, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So kind of concerning that they would significantly drop the Reels bonus like that. But here we are, c'est la vie, and we'll see what comes of it. By the way, like I said, I have a few Instagram pages. If you're curious to follow them, Laugh and Inspire, as you can see in the ticker here, is one of my pages. Inspirational, positive messages. One of my meme pages called Laugh and Inspire. Give that a follow if you're interested. Another page I have is called Jiu-Jitsu Saved My Life. It's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fan page and meme page. I love Jiu-Jitsu. Been training Jiu-Jitsu for about 10 years. And my last page is Introverts Are Us. It's, I think, probably one, if not the biggest introvert communities in the world. I love Introverts Are Us. It's mostly memes, but it's the most, I know, I get it, like counterintuitive type of thing. think that introverts would get together, but we get together digitally. We're digitally savvy and more comfortable type of people. So if you want to follow introverts are us as well, please do that. I'd appreciate that. And yeah, so just to recap, interesting things going on at Twitter with the previous head of security saying some really, really daunting and incendiary things about what could have been happening or is still happening at Twitter, of people intentionally putting software in there that monitors and potentially sends data and exposes all of our privacy to God knows who. External organizations is what we know. Instagram subscriptions, really cool feature, has a lot of potential. Don't know if the behavior is going to be there, but let's see. Another way to test monetization tools for Instagram. I'd like access to that. I'd like to give it a try, especially on my page Introverts Are Us and Instagram Reels. Bonuses have significantly dropped, 20% of what they were just a couple months ago, and that's really concerning and kind of sucks. So I'm curious about that. But hey, guys, thanks. I just wanted to get on here after a couple of years, do a quick 20-minute live stream and talk about some news. In further episodes, I'm going to get some guests so we can have some dialogue and go back and forth. And it's not just, so it won't just be me talking to the camera. But I hope you found some value here in some of these Instagram updates and Twitter updates. If you'd like to give me a follow, follow me on Instagram, Travis Hawley on LinkedIn, and I appreciate you guys joining. And I'll try to do these every couple days now moving forward. And hope everyone enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, everybody.